On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Texans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Watson. Able to connect with Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd and long for Mills. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mills. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson got an open man. It's Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage
defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Mills
Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Etienne running right.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Quick throw complete by Mills.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run with ETN. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. One more time with ETN. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, Mills. That throw complete to his tight end Long. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Sean Murphy Bunting got him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them
touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mills. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Jones. A solid stiff arm. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Watson on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On second down, Etienne once more. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
second down at 4.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Watson's throw taken in by Adams.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situation.
Touchdown, Texans! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 10 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Mills. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well timed. Certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, Mills again.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mills. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Mills on first down.
Caught on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Throwing now, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Watson on 3rd down.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Again, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Adams. 40 yards.
And the Texans tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Off the play fake, Mills.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On third down, here's Etienne. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job. Got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.